What's up, guys? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Kevin's well. Been a bit frumpish for a while. I think I'm finally starting to get out of it, but I don't know if it's depression or what it was, but slowly coming out of it, I think. You know, same as everybody else. We all have to live through this mess that's going on right now. But I'm feeling a little bit better, and I'm getting a little bit motivated again. Not sure what's happening in the world or in my life. That's what my point. But one thing for sure is I want to finish the waterfall, but I've been waiting for the rain to stop. Last night I was over here at the waterfall and trying to get started again, and there was more mosquitoes and black ants, the big black ants, than I could cope with, so I left. And I was trying to fix the tarp on top. You see, with the wind, the tarp broke. And I was here yesterday. You can see I put a hole in it here, right? I was trying to think of a way I could fix this to save a little bit of money, but in the end, I tried to fix it, but there's like ants all over it, especially up there where I just showed you. Jan says use some tape, but that tape will last 15 minutes. I was thinking maybe you could overlap it, you know, both sides, and put the same glue that you fix rubber shoes with, and that might last a little bit. I don't care about the hole so much, it's more to do with the sun. But you can see what's happened. You see how it's made? Obviously it's woven, but then they cover it in something. So if you look here, you can see where it's all wore away, all the way across, and up there mainly a lot. The sun beats it up so bad, just beats it to death, and then the wind blows and it breaks it apart, and it just starts deteriorating, falls apart basically. So last week I went to a shop to find one locally, a new sheet, and they did this one 6 by 6 meters, 6 meters by 6 meters. And they didn't have one. They only had 5 meters by 6 meters. So they wanted like a 600 and some baht for it. And it was, when I looked at it, I thought it'd be okay. But when you actually take it out of the package, it was like a, you know, like a lightweight material you might make a raincoat out of. You know, it's I was going to use a word there that was probably not desirable if children are listening. Anyway, yesterday I was over here thinking I'm going to put that up, but it wouldn't last 5 minutes. As soon as the wind blew and it touched the waterfall, it would just tear it in half. So I wasted my money on that. Maybe I'll use it later for something else, but totally wasted my money. So today I jumped in the truck, Jan came, and we went for a ride, and had to go quite a ways away to where I got the original one from, and bought another one. But Jan called to make sure they had one. They didn't have a 6 by 6, but they have a 6 by 5, which would be fine, you know, to keep the sun off where I'm working. So in the next day or so, what I'll do is I'm going to take the old one down and put the new one up. So I have to adjust it, trying to adjust it to keep the rain out of the... I guess what I should do is go buy the waterproofing stuff and waterproof the place where the water is going to go for the main waterfall. Because as soon as I take this one down, water's going to fill up if it rains again. And then, you know, it can make it soft. So I guess I should go get the waterproofing stuff for that before I take this one down, and waterproof that inside so it seals. So in the future, if the water gets in it, then I just have to get it out and let it dry to paint it, right? So I guess I should do that before I take this one down. So I think that's what I'll do, is I'll go buy some waterproofing and do the top part and that waterfall collection point, and waterproof all that, and then I can move it this way 1 meter, because it's going to get water in it, but I need to be in the shade when I'm working. So I guess that's the next thing. Tomorrow I'll go get the waterproofing stuff and then paint that on and let that dry. And then I can take this down and put the new one up. So the new one is not 6 by 6. The new one is 5 by 6, but made of the same material, but looks a lot thicker. I'll show you. So this is the new one. And you can see, if you look close, you can see like the shape inside it where it's woven. But it's got like a rubbery plastic on top of it. So the sun will beat that up, and the wind will move, and then it'll fall off eventually, so it'll be like the other one. But I should finish the waterfall before this falls apart. So the price of that one, even though it is smaller, I guess I've had that for like 18 months or something, because I remember spending 1,000 baht for 6 by 6, and this one's 5 by 6, and it's 1,100. So you can get them. There's another shop I know that has a 6 by 7, but they wanted almost 3,000 baht for that cover. I thought $100. I thought nope. So when you have a budget to live by, you have to be sticky sometimes. So I thought I'll lose a meter on the back side so I can work on the front side. So I'll keep my shade. If you hear a noise in the background, I apologize. It was quiet when I come out here, but now the farmer's feeding his field. He's got a backpack blowing those little nitrogen balls all over the place to feed his rice. There's been a few people asking, what about the waterfall? What about the waterfall? I know the waterfall is still here, and I really want to finish it. But like I said, you know, we all have our things that we're dealing with in life, and also it keeps raining. And yesterday, like I said, yesterday I came over here. I only worked for a couple minutes, maybe 15 minutes. The whole time I was smacking my legs because of mosquitoes and trying to get that, fix that up there. You can see I put the cable ties in it. I was going to try to fix it just enough to let me finish the waterfall, but there's those black ants all over the place, so that didn't happen. But you know, yesterday I got some bug spray, so I sprayed it with the bug spray. You got to wait maybe a minute for it to take effect, and they all do their break dance and then fall off. But by the time they fall off, it's full of the next lot. So it's like I think what I'll have to do is disconnect it. So here's the plan. Tomorrow I'll go get some waterproofing. Waterproof the tray at the top, the cement tray at the top. Then when that's dry, the next day I can take this down. So all I'll do is I'll disconnect it, let it fall to the floor, leave it alone so I don't get bit by the ants. Because those things, when they bite, they really sting. They sting like, it's so strong, the pain from these ants, that when they sting you, it's like a pulsing effect. So when you're not used to them, they really, really hurt. So like the weaver ants, the brown ones, when they used to bite me, you know, it was like super sting, and they would itch for like a week. Painful, itchy for a week. Well, I've been bit so many times now, when they bite me, it's just like, get off. And then instantly it goes away. By the time I'm in the house, I don't even feel it again. But the brown ants, the weaver ants, are the ones that have been around the house. But these black ants are kind of rare, and they're only at this part of the woods. So I tried that borax stuff before somebody mentions it. It didn't work. They're not interested. So the weaver ants, not interested. But I'm not sure if these guys are affected by it. So I think I'll put some out tonight and see if that will get them. I've got some of that white powder that works, but it only lasts until it rains the next time. But you know, the borax is supposed to, they take it back to their nest, but the brown ants won't eat it. The weaver ants won't eat it at all. The only thing that works for them is that white powder stuff. So I think that's what I'll do. Waterproof the thing, take this down, try to get the ants away, and then I'll put the new sheet on top, and once that's up, I can get busy. So what's left? I got this wall to do, finish off in the front here. A little bit of plumbing inside. The lady's still okay, she's done over there. That's all done over there. all done. So the only thing left is this front wall. Prepare the ground and get the concrete delivered. I'm gonna put some reinforcement metal inside there. Clean all that up. I had it cleaned, ready to go, but then all that rain came for weeks and weeks and weeks. So I'll rake all this up, clean it all up, and get rid of all the weeds growing in it. I'm gonna get some long nails that I can put in the ground, and so I know how to level it. I guess I'll have to dig this side out a little bit and put the dirt over here, or to use the stones I have, raise this up a little bit, and then have the concrete delivered once the wall's finished. And that just leaves me to finish tidying up, waterproof it, and paint it. So for the ones that keep reminding me, what about the waterfall? What about the waterfall? I know about the waterfall, and I'll get to it. As I said at the beginning of this, my emotions are back to wanting to get on with it. And you know, the first time I worked on it for probably almost a year, as much as I could with the weather and the heat and stuff, until I finally said enough, and I waited for the summer to pass. And then I worked on it for, when the summer passed, I worked on it quite a lot. And then I got to a point, I guess I got burnt out or something. I just like looking at it going, ugh. But it's my project, my idea, the size of it, everything is my choice. So, and I still want to finish it. So I'm going to get on with it. And like I said, next few days I'll get it waterproofed, change the top sheet, that sheet at the top, to protect it from the sun. And then even though it's summertime again, I can come out in the morning and, you know, 1 bag of cement, lay the blocks, next day lay the bricks, next day. But the construction side is about done. And it's just a case of waterproofing and painting, and then I can say finished. I'm the kind of person that I had the idea, I wanted to do it, and there's a big reason behind it, and I'm going to finish it. I'm not the person who will start something and not finish it. I'm going to finish it, even if I'm only here. If it takes me, let's say it takes me 2 months to finish it, and I leave at the end of that, I finished it. I'm not leaving until I finish it. So you will see it soon. Okay guys, I'm going to sign off and say good night. Look after yourselves. Buckets of blessings. Rivers of peace, joy, and kindness. All the best.